All right, all right, all right. I know the music, but you got to hear me out for a little bit. This song right here, oh my gosh. Now, this was my first love. This was my absolutely first love. And I still love you, baby. I still love you forever and ever. Like, oh my gosh. This was my song for us, right? I chose that. That wasn't her song for us. But to me, this song meant everything. And I'll turn it down before I get canceled again or I get blocked. So temporarily censored. But I just wanted to come on here real quick and just give you some update and making a lot of progress. And we are going to start filming these videos and giving you some real information. But if you are following, and I hope you are, and you're watching my videos, as silly as they may be, or you might feel like there's not a whole lot of information, not a whole lot of benefit for you, but there is. Just listen to it and listen to the words. And, the subconscious mind is always listening. So let those words embed in there, and soon you will realize that there's some value to it once you start applying it into your life. One of the things that you've seen in my videos in the last few days is the tubes, right? So those are 4 diameter inch tubes, and they're cut about 12 inches in length. Okay, that seems to be the sweet spot. So you get 2 of those, and what I've been doing is rolling my feet on that, and just watch the videos of what I do. And what I'm doing with that is basically releasing the connective tissue in the feet. Okay, the feet are the most important and the foundation to your health, 100%. And I can go on for the days on that. And anybody who thinks otherwise, I strongly suggest you learn about the feet and the connective tissue, okay? Our connective tissue starts at the bottom of our soles and all the way to our scalp. Everything's connected, right? So any tension and any restriction in our feet and our toes, and having mobility issue with our feet, is going to affect all the way up the chain. So one of the things that I noticed from trying to release my left foot, if you watch the video, that left foot, you see my toes are kind of like this on the left foot, right? As to where the other foot, I can do this and I can flex. I can flex on both, but on the left foot, it's more like this. And right here is where it's a little difficult to release, and that's what I'm working on. One of the things that I've learned is just how connected that section of my body is to this right here. Okay, this right here is sore. Okay, it's sore. I wake up in the morning and it's sore. I do my foot exercises on the tubes at night before bed. I ground to make sure I discharge and bring in negative ions and bring in negative energy, because our body needs to be negative in order to get good flow, especially before sleep. You want to get rid of that man-made electricity, right, which creates static, and then it creates stagnation. So you don't get enough flow because you're lacking natural energy. So you need to connect to the earth, back to who you are, to our natural source. The earth is our natural energy source. So we need to plug back in and ground. So I ground before bed so I can get deep sleep. I also sleep with the window open. I sleep with only undies, no shirt, nothing else, no blanket. And so what happens is my internal heat is starting to burn all the excess stuff, because it needs to use body heat, right? We're designed to be creating heat during winter, and that's, by design. And so one of the things that I've noticed was that this is sore and very sore, to the point where I chew and it hurts. But I'm also seeing changes in my face. My face is realigning. Okay, and this is sore. So why is this sore, Professor E? Okay, well, I'll tell you. The bottom of our sole is connected all the way up. Okay, this is known, and depending on where you study this type of thing, it's going to be there's many different names for it. But the most important part is knowing that there's functional lines in the body. Okay. In order for you to throw a spear, there's a whole functional line from the bottom of your feet, which is where you're producing the power, and you have to move it up the chain enough to throw the spear and be able to get your kill, and you guys will eat pretty good, and you share with the rest of the tribe or the family at that time, right? And then that's the only time you eat meat. There's no refrigerators, there's none of that, okay? So we're talking about the natural origins. So one of the connections for this, and that's what I went to go do earlier. I went to go study that, and I fell asleep on my friend's couch, and well, that didn't go well. But I'm going to try to do it tomorrow so I can actually draw it for you. But the understanding of the path is basically the sole of the foot, okay? So the sole of the foot, and it goes all the way from your ankle, up the inner leg, through the pelvis, because you know the pelvis, it goes through. The pelvis is very interesting. I'm going to share quite a bit of that too. So it goes up the pelvis, up the spine, right? Through the neck, to the tongue, and into the jaw, right? Because you can't get to my jaw from the bottom of my feet unless you follow the chain, right? And that is the link. That whole superficial line, that is the connection. Everything that it touches, it's affected. Okay, sensory wise, which is the light, electricity, right? Water, all the fluids, right? All of that too, and gases as well. So, excuse me, I'm chugging my water. And so that's why I wake up in the morning with this, okay? This is a little sore, but not like this. This is super, super sore, okay? So what does that mean? Okay, that means that this has been holding me up and twisting my body so my body can compensate and go straight. Okay, my body will always try to compensate to go straight. And why is that? Okay, our head has to be straight at all times. Okay, our eyes have to be evenly level with the horizon, right? Just like water. Why? Because we're water. Okay. Our head and our vision has to be always aligned with the water lines. So if you go out to the beach and you stare out, that line there, that's where your head will always be no matter what. So if you're walking like this and you're crooked, your body will start twisting and doing all kinds of neck things. And that's when we get pains in the neck, down the spine, down the pelvis, down the inner thigh, all the way down to the ankle, and then to the sole, the bottom of our feet. The bottom of our feet, our soles, are the foundation of our health. The soles are the foundation of our health. And that's why using these tubes are going to be super helpful. I hope you go and pick up yours. And if you do get them, just follow what I'm doing. But more or less, just get on them. Like 1 foot at a time. Feel comfortable, let the body feel safe again, and then just learn from there. Your body will tell you what you need, okay? So that's it. I don't have a whole lot. I just wanted to share what's going on with me right now and what's happening, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. I'm about to go get the tubes, go get the pipes, and go ahead and do my grounding and do my foot exercises before I go to bed. And again, window open right by the bed, so there's cold air coming in. And one of the great things about that is that you are super, super well rested and really deep sleep, but you're also alert at the same time. So don't fear about your window being open, because you will wake up, and not only that, you'll be fully awake and you got a lot of power. So don't worry about it. Don't fear anything. So if you're in a place that can be a little more secure and you want to feel safe, do the window thing. Like, it's absolutely a game changer. Not only that, but when do we burn the fat? In our sleep. And again, we'll get into all of that too. But anywho, that's it. I just wanted to come on here, and my friend reminded me and that she hasn't seen me on here, and yeah, it's true. So I've been trying to do my thing and trying to get things situated, and you know, I want to do things the right way, and but there's so much information that I want to share all at once, and it just makes it so difficult for me to break it all down and bring it into segments. And again, the best way is just to share my journey. So don't forget, stretch the breath.